What is up, bad company? It's Bolt here, and today I'm bringing you guys a team deathmatch gameplay on Go Mud Railway. And I'll be using the FYJS, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite sniper rifles in the game. And the reason for this is this thing is pinpoint accurate within 100 meters, and you are going to be taking some heads off of shoulders if you use this thing. This thing is a headshot machine, and for small, close quarters maps, you're going to find that this thing is the gun you were looking for. But that kind of transitions into what I want to talk about for this commentary. For those of you guys that haven't played with me or haven't talked to me extensively, you probably wouldn't know that I have been headshotted in real life. And no, I'm not joking you. Last year, on February 20th, which was actually about a year ago, I was driving my car to a Taco Bell down the street from me, and the way I left this shopping complex I had been to before I went to Taco Bell, I had to turn around. It wouldn't let me leave the way I wanted to go, so I turned around on a dead-end street, and when I got my car around, there's a guy parked, or maybe not parked, but stopped right where I was trying to leave. So I had to pull around him, and when I tried to pull around him, he rolled his window down. So I was thinking, you know, maybe this guy needed directions or something like that. So I rolled my window down as well, and as soon as I rolled my window down, he pulled out a gun. Time kind of froze whenever this happened, and I didn't know what to think, and I was basically just staring down the barrel of a loaded gun. He fired his first shot, and the first shot hit me right on top of the head, and he proceeded to fire an entire magazine into my car. One of the shots hit me in the shoulder, and another one hit me in the neck, and of course the first shot hit me directly on top of the head. I freaked out at this point and just went fast and furious mode, slammed on the gas pedal, and drove to a Walmart about a mile down the street. I squealed into Walmart on two tires and sprinted into the front door. I was bleeding all over the place, and when I got inside, I kind of expected everybody to be there and ask if I was alright and see if they could help me, but they really didn't. Everyone just kind of stood around and stared at me like I was crazy. And finally, this old lady came up to me and she asked me if there was anything she could do for me, and I told her that all I wanted her to do for me was call my mom and tell her that I loved her. And so she did that for me, and after that, things got a little hazy, and I remember waking up in the hospital. My dad was there, my mom was there, my head football coach. For those guys that don't know, I play Division I football, so my head football coach was there, and it was kind of great, all the support I got. You know, everyone kind of gathered around me and just made me feel like I was all right, and I felt like I was going to be all right because of this. Well, after that, I feel like I had gained a new purpose in life. I had almost lost my life, so it was time for me to really start living. I had a few dreams that, at that point, all they were was dreams. I really hadn't pursued any of them, and I felt like if there was ever a time, now was it. So I decided it was time for me to start getting into YouTube. And I know what you guys are thinking. Why, after getting headshotted in real life, would you ever want to get into YouTube and start putting gameplays up of you shooting people in the head? And honestly, it sounds a little crazy now that I'm saying it, but you know, I never really thought of it that way, and I guess the reason is because I'm just passionate about it. I kind of love gaming, and I never thought about it in that light, but it is crazy to think that every time I shoot somebody in the head, I've experienced something like that myself. And I guess the number one question I get from a lot of people about this whole experience is, what is it like to get shot? What does it feel like? And it's really hard to explain. I don't really know how to give you like a solid answer and be like, no, this is what it feels like. But I guess I'm sure you've all heard that it burns, and it does, it burns, but at the same time it burns, it doesn't hurt. Normally when you get burned, you know, you have that ow, like that reaction, but it didn't hurt. It was weird. It was almost like a numb burn, and I felt the pressure from it, but definitely didn't seem like a gunshot at the time until afterwards. I hurt like crap the next day, but that's a different story. You know, all this kind of led me into where I am now. And where I am now is I'm still pursuing the things that this whole situation caused me to be more passionate about. Things like YouTube and things like football. it's because of this event, it's because of getting headshotted in real life that I've become so passionate about these things. And what I'm becoming more and more passionate about now is you guys, my fans, the people that listen and watch my videos and enjoy the content I put out. I do this for you guys, and I don't want to say that I got headshotted for you guys, because I didn't want to get headshotted in the first place, obviously, but I'm glad it happened, because I feel like now I have the ability to really pursue the things that I want to do in my life, and I have the ability to do that because I have a lot of support, and you guys are just part of that support. So I want to thank you guys for that, and I hope you guys enjoy what I've been putting out. I've got a bunch of new montages coming out and new commentaries. My next montage in line is going to be called Devil's Playground, and a good friend of mine on Twitter is going to be editing this thing, and I'm actually going to put a link to her Twitter account in the description if you guys want some custom intros like the one that was at the beginning of my video. She will definitely do that for you guys, so check her out. I'll also be streaming on Twitch. I'll be streaming on Twitch all day for the next couple days because I don't have a lot going on. So if you guys want to check me out on Twitch, please do. And I'm also going to put a link to that and my Twitter in the description. So check that out, guys, and I hope you guys have liked my commentary. It's probably a story that none of you guys expected for me to do a commentary on, so I hope maybe it had that shock value, or maybe you just got a laugh out of it. I mean, it's not every day that you have a guy that commentates on YouTube videos about shooting people in the head that actually got shot in the head. So, you know, just check that out. Check out the links in the description, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks. Bolt out.